He backs up, stands in. He's going to throw a long ball to a wide open Dorsett. He's going to hit him in stride at the 15, to the 10, to the 5. Touchdown, Patriots!
First week of the NFL season is officially in the books, and it ended up just like we predicted, right? Yeah, right. All right, let's do a little good, bad, and ugly from week one. Marcus Spears still here with us. I am going to start with you. What is the good from week one?
The usual suspects are who we thought they were going to be. Between New England, Kansas City, Dallas, and New Orleans, right? And when you look at these teams, dynamo offenses, polarizing figures on their teams, franchises that are in good standing. And so I think the NFL, from that standpoint, week one, started off on a great foot. You need to have more than one good team, right? I've watched you guys a million times talk about Golden State and how it sucks the air out of the NBA and what people thought. And the best thing was seeing Kawhi and Toronto being able to challenge the team, even with all of the injuries that took place. The fact that the NFL has maybe 5, because I could put the Eagles in there as well, but they didn't perform well throughout the first half. But the NFL legit has 5 teams on any given Sunday, if they meet up against each other, could win a Super Bowl.
The good was Lamar Jackson. I mean, I know it was against the Dolphins, but good Lord, 5 touchdowns, a 158 passer rating. I mean, I take back all the things I ever said about questioning whether or not he's, you know, like a Baker Mayfield or Deshaun Watson who could translate on the next level, even though they haven't done it, or Baker hasn't done it consistently enough. But whoa, I did not take into account how young he was doing the things he did. The Ravens look like contenders and not pretenders with that guy. That was great.
With everything we said about Dak Prescott, the pressure that was on him, Ezekiel Elliott just getting back, knowing that he would have to win with his arm, still went out there and threw 405 yards looking for a new contract. That stood out to me.
The Cowboys are the good for you?
No, the Dak Prescott is the good. We didn't go to
He's just on the Cowboys. Stephen A. is so serious with it. Max, let me ask you. So with the good, obviously, comes the bad. Yeah. What's the bad from week one?
My New York Football Giants. Look, yesterday I said Saquon's the only talented guy. Evan Ingram deserves props. Like, he is very, very, very good. Saquon is generationally talented, and they've made certain improvements to the offensive line. They still don't have a quarterback. We don't know if Daniel Jones can be a quarterback. He looked okay, but he coughs up the ball right away. That could be a fatal flaw if that doesn't get. It's correctable, but it could be fatal if it, in terms of his career. And so the Giants are a big question mark going forward, and we're awful week one.
For me, it's the Jacksonville Jaguars. Look, for it to get any worse would just be terrible. Obviously, you lose Nick Foles to a shoulder, and now your defense, who's supposed to be the catalyst for this football team, and I understand that they were playing the Chiefs, gives up these amount of points and lets them go absolutely off. It could get no worse, and they're bad right now.
For me, it was the Atlanta Falcons. You lose to Minnesota, get obliterated, actually. You've got Julio Jones, just got $66 million. You got Mohamed Sanu. You got Calvin Ridley. You got Matt Ryan as your quarterback. Devontae Freeman is back, and you only got 12 points. Pathetic. No.
All right, in one phrase, what was the ugly? Max, you're up first. We got like a few seconds.
Antonio Brown, that whole situation, Stephen A., you did a very good job detailing what disgusted you about it yesterday. Even if he was crazy like a fox and got what he wanted, what a terrible way to get it. A-B situation was ugly.
Deshaun Watson still getting killed, standing in the pocket 6 times, and half of his dropbacks, he was hit, pressured, or sacked. That's horrible. The Houston Texans need to do a better job taking care of the franchise.